Buenos dias and welcome back to another video, my friends. I hope you're staying safe and I hope you're staying healthy. On today's video, we are going to talk about the next lenses I'd like to add to my RF lineup of lenses and to my newly acquired R6 camera, which is en route, probably in another month or so, and to my EOS R. And I want to get some lenses that will accommodate what I shoot and what I want to start shooting as well. Let's get into it. Hey, so I currently own the 24-105 f4 RF L-series lens, and I also own the 50mm 1.2 RF L-series lens. Those are wonderful lenses. In fact, I have a video right here. Don't watch it right now. Go down in the description below and I'll put it there as well. Well, I guess you could go there if you want. But anyways, the 24-105 is absolutely my favorite lens, most versatile lens in the RF lineup. Betcha. Let's quickly talk about what all of these cameras have in common. They have a 12-pin high-speed communication system inside of them. That means they can transfer all of this data super quick and super fast, much faster than the EF lenses, which have an 8-pin communication system. So that is a plus for all of these RF lenses. They have a fluorine coating, which will minimize ghosting and sun flares, so that's a plus. Also, they are dust and weather resistant, so you can get out in that harsh weather and it's going to do really well. It's going to hold up really well. And finally, the customizable rings that are on every RF lens. It really allows you to personalize your lens. There are three lenses that I would like to add to my RF stable of lenses. One being the 15-35 2.8 RF image stabilized lens. This lens would be my main video shooter, both for in studio, out here in the environment, or for even vlogging. It's a very versatile lens. At 15-35, it can give me those really wide shots or those mid-wide shots, and especially if I'm hand holding and I need to be close enough to the camera and I have an onboard mic, external mic, that I'll be close enough to that mic that I'll have still quality sound, but at least enough depth of field or space in my frame that I just won't be up in the camera like this, that it'll give me a good space between the camera, and that's really why I want this lens. I do want to stay in the RF system. That's why I invested in the R initially, and that's why I'm investing in the R6. I love this system, I'm down for this system, and I'm just going to continue to save my pennies to save up to get these lenses one by one. So this would be one lens that I would like to get. I think it comes in just under $2,300 US, so it's not cheap by any stretch. So definitely I have to think these things through before I purchase my next lens. Canon's doing a super job of adding quality RF glass. As we speak, there are about 20 RF lenses right now, and as we move through 2020 and move into 2021, there are more RF lenses on the horizon. And I can't be more excited than one that is coming out very soon, and that is the 100-500 telephoto zoom lens. This lens is something that I've been really wanting to add to my lineup, and I feel like a lot of times when I'm out shooting landscape, it's definitely that reach that I want to have in my camera bag, and I just do not have it. And so with the 2-time extender, if I get it, that man, I can change that 100 to 500 to get as far as 1,000, 500 to 1,000 millimeters of reach, and that would be super cool too. But let's just stick with the 100 to 500. I think this is a perfect lens for my continued interest in landscape photography, and don't think that this lens has to be held hostage on a tripod. This bad boy has 5 stops of image stabilization, which will also help with not only the accuracy and the clarity of the images, but also help you with light. So I'm just over the moon for this lens to come out. And I talked about saving my pennies for the 15 to 35. This is definitely one that I want to look at getting very seriously. But this one's even more expensive than the 15 to 35. I think it comes in just under $2,700 US. So yeah, I have some saving to do, and the reality is it's gonna be a little bit before I get this lens, but it's certainly something I'm considering renting. So the whole try before you buy kind of thing, but I know it's something that I'll fall in love with and that I want, and that it'll be a perfect addition to my RF lineup of lenses. Additionally, with the 5 stops of optical IS and the 3 different modes that there are for this camera, I'm gonna read them off because I can't memorize them. There's a standard single shot, a panning optimized mode, and then a mode that will activate the IS during the exposure. I'm not quite sure what that one means. If you know and understand that a little bit better than I do, please comment down below and let me know. But nonetheless, this is a perfect opportunity to also get into more nature and wildlife. So that panning optimized mode, you turn that on and you're gonna be a lot more successful with your wildlife photography, as well as the standard single shot mode where you're shooting portraits. You'll have a nice, crisp, and detailed shot based on your stabilization. So I can't be more excited for this new technology that's in these RF lenses, and it's just helping my photography. And I know that investing in these lenses will be for a lifetime, and that's the way I'm thinking about it as I'm going through the process of which lens I want to put in front of the other as I purchase them. And the last thing on this lens is you're going to have dual nano USM and STM mechanisms, which simply means when you're focusing, everything is going to be quick, accurate, and quiet. That's a thumbs up for me. Hey, and the last lens that I think everybody should have in their RF camera bag, that is the 35mm 1.8 macro lens. This is a beautiful RF lens, and not to mention it comes in at, I believe, $399 currently. It's just a great lens to have on your camera. The camera is mirrorless, obviously, so having that 35mm lens on it, it provides you with a nice, sleek, minimalist setup or footprint, and it's just a joy to carry. It's perfect for street photography, great for the occasional portrait. So this is a lens that I think I should have had for a long time, but I decided to go with the 50mm and the 24-105, and I am not in any way, shape, or form dissatisfied with those lenses, but I certainly would like to add this lens. And the reality is, coming in at $399 and being realistic, that's probably the next lens that I'm going to keep in my lineup or put in my lineup. So what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna put the newly acquired 35mm when I get it and put it on my EOS R, and then I'm going to transfer my 24-105, my favorite lens, onto the R6, and I think that's going to kind of be my workflow. I'll incorporate the 50 every now and then we'll see where that goes, and I'll have to scratch that itch for getting those other 2 lenses that I mentioned. But what do you think? What are some of the lenses that you want for your R series lines of lenses? I mean, there are many off-brand lenses too. Do you consider those, like the Tamrons and the Rokinons of the world? What kinds of things are you putting on your R series lineup of lenses. All right, that's gonna do it. Please comment down below and let me know. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. I would appreciate your subscription. I would. Come on. Like this video if you liked any part of it. If it gave you any value, please give it a like. And don't forget to ring that bell to notify you of new videos when they are released. All right, guys, I love you very much. Peace. There are 3 lenses that I want to add. Oh, shit. My sprinkler started up.